I never thought I'd fall for my best friend's brother, but sometimes life surprises you in ways you never expect. It all started in the summer before our final year of college. My name's Maggie, and I had been best friends with Lucy since our sophomore year. We met in a journalism class, instantly clicked, and have been inseparable ever since. Lucy and I shared everything: study sessions, late-night pizza cravings, and secrets. Well, almost everything. There was one thing I never told her. Her older brother, Jake, had been my secret crush for as long as I could remember. Jake Matthews was the classic older brother figure. He was 2 years ahead of us in school and had already graduated, working now as a graphic designer in a sleek downtown office. Tall, with warm brown eyes, an easy smile, and an annoyingly perfect jawline, Jake was the kind of guy who made heads turn without trying. But he never looked at me as anything more than his little sister's friend. And I was fine with that. Or at least, I pretended to be. That summer, Lucy invited me to spend a few weeks at her family's lake house in Michigan. It was supposed to be a relaxing girls' trip, just the two of us, soaking in the sun, watching sappy movies, and enjoying the last bit of freedom before the chaos of final year kicked in. But Lucy forgot to mention one tiny detail: Jake would be joining us. The first evening, I arrived at the cabin with my duffel bag slung over my shoulder, excited for a quiet retreat. As soon as I stepped onto the porch, I saw him. Jake stood by the grill, wearing a worn-out Michigan State t-shirt and flipping burgers like he belonged in a commercial for summer. He turned and smiled when he saw me. "Maggie. Wow, haven't seen you in forever," he said, his voice just as warm and steady as I remembered. "Hey, Jake," I managed to reply, trying to sound casual while my heart did somersaults in my chest. Dinner was a cozy affair. The three of us sat on the back deck overlooking the lake, with fairy lights strung above our heads and the soft hum of cicadas in the background. Jake was charming as ever, cracking jokes, teasing Lucy, and somehow making me laugh more than I wanted to admit. I caught myself stealing glances at him, the way he ran his hand through his hair when he was thinking, the way his eyes crinkled when he smiled. I was in trouble. Over the next few days, things only got more complicated. Lucy would sleep in late, leaving me and Jake to have breakfast alone. He'd make pancakes, and we'd talk about books, movies, life after college. He remembered little things I'd mentioned years ago, like my favorite author and how I take my coffee. And then there were the canoe rides. One afternoon, Jake invited me to paddle out onto the lake with him while Lucy was napping. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the water. It was quiet except for the sound of the oars slicing through the lake. We drifted to the center and let the canoe sway gently. Jake leaned back and looked up at the sky. "You ever think about what comes after all this?" he asked suddenly. "College, life, everything." "All the time," I said softly. "It's terrifying." He turned to look at me, his expression serious. "You're gonna be just fine, Maggie. You're one of the smartest, most grounded people I know." I blushed, caught off guard. "You barely know me." "I think I know you better than you think," he said, his voice low. There was something in the way he looked at me that made my breath catch. For a second, I thought he might lean in. But just then, Lucy's voice echoed across the water, calling for us. The moment shattered, and we paddled back in silence. That night, I couldn't sleep. My mind kept replaying that look in his eyes, the softness in his voice. Was I imagining things? Was it possible that Jake felt something too? I wanted to talk to Lucy about it so badly, but how could I? Telling her meant admitting I had feelings for her brother, something I'd kept hidden for years. The next day, Jake had to drive into town to pick up supplies. Lucy begged off with a headache, and before I could think twice, I volunteered to go with him. "Hey," Jake said suddenly, glancing at me. "Can I ask you something?" "Sure. Do you remember that party last year? The one at your apartment?" I nodded, surprised. "Yeah. Lucy and I threw it for finals week." "You were wearing that blue dress," he said, smiling to himself. "I almost told you that night." I blinked. "Told me what?" He glanced at the road, then back at me. "That I liked you." My heart stopped. "You what?" "I've liked you for a while, Maggie," he said quietly. "But I didn't say anything because, well, you're Lucy's best friend, and I didn't want to mess that up." I stared at him, stunned. All this time, I thought I was harboring a hopeless crush. I never imagined he might feel the same. "I've liked you too," I whispered, my voice trembling. "Since forever." Jake pulled the car to a gentle stop by the side of the road. We sat in silence for a moment, the summer breeze drifting through the open windows. "I don't know what this means," he said finally. "Or how Lucy would feel." "I don't either," I admitted. "But I think we should find out." That afternoon changed everything. Jake and I didn't rush into anything. We agreed to take things slow, to keep things quiet until we figured out how to tell Lucy. Over the next few days, we shared more quiet moments, walking along the dock, laughing over inside jokes, stealing glances when Lucy wasn't looking. Every moment felt like borrowed time, but it was magical. One evening, Lucy and I sat on the porch watching the sun set. She sipped her lemonade and nudged me. "You've been acting weird," she said bluntly. I froze. "Weird how?" "Like you're glowing or something," she said, narrowing her eyes. "And don't think I haven't noticed you and Jake talking a lot lately." I bit my lip. "Lucy, there's something I need to tell you." Her eyebrows shot up. "Oh my God. Are you pregnant?" "What?" "No." I laughed nervously. "It's about Jake." She groaned. "Please don't tell me you two are secretly dating or something." I hesitated, then nodded. "We're not dating yet. But, we've talked. We have feelings for each other." Lucy stared at me for a long time. "Wow. Okay. That's not what I expected." "I didn't mean for it to happen," I said quickly. "And I didn't say anything because I didn't want to hurt you or make things weird." She was quiet for a moment, then sighed. "You know what? I'm not mad. I mean, it's a little weird, sure. But if it's real, then I'm happy for you." Tears welled in my eyes. "Really?" "Yeah," she said, smiling. "You're my best friend, Maggie. And if anyone's gonna date my brother, I'd rather it be someone I trust." From that moment on, everything changed. Jake and I didn't have to hide anymore. We took our time, coffee dates, long walks, and late-night conversations that stretched until morning. It wasn't always easy navigating the new dynamics, but it was real. It was honest. And it was ours. By the end of that summer, I had more than just a best friend and a crush. I had someone who saw me, understood me, and wanted to build something with me. Jake once told me life is full of unexpected moments, that sometimes, the best things come when you're not even looking. He was right. Because I never expected to fall in love at a lake house in Michigan. And I never expected that the guy I'd been crushing on for years would feel the same.